Hi everyone, welcome to my video. This is Vijay. So today I'll be explaining some of the swing trades that I've taken in this week, and the week is second week of May, and I've taken trades on yesterday also, that is 10th of May, and I have taken two trades today also, that is 11th of May, and I'm still holding all the three trades. So I thought I will explain the reason behind the behind taking these trades, and I hope you guys will enjoy the video. So let's dive into the analysis. So if you see, first trade I have taken in MMTC. So in MMTC, I saw a polar pole and flag pattern in the weekly time frame. So this is a weekly time frame, and clearly you could see a pole and flag pattern, and some people might take a trade right at the break of the pattern and put the stop loss below the swing low, that is 20% stop loss, even and put your target somewhere around here. And this 20% stop loss is not a big stop loss, because this is a very stock with very low value, that is, and currently it is trading at around 54 rupees. So a movement from 54 to 60 to 64 on it is 18%. So 24% stop loss is not a big stop loss for such stocks. And if you see the I didn't take a trade here. There are reasons for that, because if you see the daily time frame, even though we have a nice breakout with volume, lot of people will take a trade here, because this is a very good bullish candle. You can take a trade here and put your stop loss somewhere around here. This is a swing low. So what concerned me was that if you go to the hourly time frame, we have constant resistance from these levels. Okay, and these levels were respected 1, 2, 3, 4 times, or 5 times, or 6 times it has been respected. So I thought, why should I take a risk? Other than that, I will enter only when this level is broken. So that happened today actually. No, that happened yesterday. So I took a trade at right here on this bullish candle and put my stop loss below the kind of a swing low here, and my stop loss is 15%. So if you go to the daily time frame, this is my target. So if you ask me why I have put my target here, if you go to the weekly time frame, we have two rejections of this level. So I thought I'll put my targets here, but anyway I'll be trailing my stop loss. I won't be putting my targets at specific points, and there is bigger reasons for that, and I'll explain you guys that reason at the end of this video. So that is the trade in MMTC, and MMTC today gave some 11.95% move, and that is a great news for me. And next trade is HPL. So HPL, if you see, this is a clear inverse head and shoulder pattern. Okay, so this left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. So we got a breakout of this pattern, and we are getting a retest. And if you see, we have this resistance turns support area, as well as we have the 20 MA support. So this is a great sign, and we have two supports, or confluence of two, one dynamic support and one support, so resistance turn support. So this is a great area. There will be a lot of traders will be looking or aiming at these areas for taking a trade. So that's why I took a trade here. And more than that, if you go to the daily time frame, you could see that there was a nice little bit of consolidation here. This was a clear consolidation area, and the stock consolidated here for almost how many days? Yeah, 2 weeks. It was consolidating in this area, and we got a breakout of this consolidation. So that was a very good sign for me to enter into this trade. And again, this is a very good bullish candlestick. The only hurdle for this stock is now this level, which is between 52.7 and 51.3. so if you see, we have 1 2 3 rejections, so that means the price is halting at this level. So there is a great chance that the price might show some rejections at these levels. If it doesn't show some rejection, then next thing we could see is these levels, or at least we could see the highs of these previous swing highs, 64.75. So most of the times I used to take trade only after the break of these levels, but in this case I made an exception because I got this nice little bit of consolidation, and as well as we have, as I told, in weekly time frame we have this weekly support, as well as we have the support of 20 MA, and if you see here also we are breaking above 20 MA, and the volumes are slightly increasing. So all these are good signs to go long. So that's why I went long and hope the trade will hit our targets. And obviously if the price goes up, and comes down and goes up, then I'll be trailing my stop loss, and I won't be leaving my gains like that for the market to take away. So that is the trade. And another one is Sarla Poly. In Sarla Poly also the same structure, we have an inverse head and shoulder pattern breakout, if you see. So this is the left shoulder, head, and the right shoulder. So this is the inverse head and shoulder pattern. In the SPL case, we took the trade at the retest. In this case I am taking the trade at the breakout, and let's see how it will perform. So now the breakout only we got a kind of closing above these levels, or kind of around these levels. So this was, the price was kind of bullish last week itself. So I just waited for the confirmation, and in the daily time frame we got a clear move above these highs and a clear close also. So this is a bullish candle itself. So I took a trade here and put my stop loss just below the swing low. This is a kind of a tight stop loss as far as I'm concerned, even though it's 15%. As I told, from 28 to 33 movement, that is not a big move, but in percentage wise, if you see, you might feel that it is a bigger stop loss, even if you put stop loss somewhere around here also. If somewhere around here also, that 20% stop loss is nothing big, I would say, because the stock is such a stock that we have very less, the value of the stock is so low that movement from this, if the stock move from 33 to 36, we will get 7% move. So you will get gains also in such big numbers. So no worries if you put some stop loss of 20% or something in such swing trades. So that is the Sarla Poly trade, and hope this trade will work out, because we have good rejections from the bottom, and by the end of the week, if we get some really good candles, I believe I can hit the targets, which is somewhere around here. And if you see the targets, I would say that I have set this level as a target because we have a nice level, key level of the market somewhere around between 47.4 and 50. So we have rejection, again try to go down and went up, again a rejection. So this is a key level in the market, and I believe the price has the potential to go at least till these levels. And obviously, as I said earlier, I'll be trailing my stop losses. So I told that the beginning of the video that I will explain why I'll be trailing every trade from trailing my stop losses for every trades that I'll take. So there is a bigger reason, because it happens that I used to take a risk to reward of 2:1 for every one of my trades. So so recently, some 2 or 3 of my trades, what happens was that when it hit my 2:1 risk to reward, I booked out my profit, and as soon as I booked out my profit, the next day the stock started shooting up some 12 to 13 to 14%. So I literally cried after seeing all those things. For example, I'll show you one chart. So KSCL is the stock. So in KSCL, I know, I don't know how many of would have taken a trade in this stock, because this is a sideways. This is a sideways market. In when we see KSCL, and right now we got a great breakout. We could have ended here, but in my case, what happened was that in daily time frame, when I saw, we the volume was drying up, and suddenly we started seeing some little bit volume. So I was keenly watching these levels. So this is a great level in the market. If you see backward also, 1 2 3 4 5 times this level has been rejected. So as soon as this level got broken in the hourly time frame, I went all in, I would say, and put my stop loss somewhere around here. And my target was this one. And if you see the daily time frame, this is a level of, let's go to weekly. If you go to weekly time frame, this is a level of strong resistance. So I thought I'll take my profits here. So I booked my profit at those levels, and the next day, the price, that is today, the price shot up some 13%. So if I had trailed my stop loss, this wouldn't have happened. So I thought, let's try, trading the stop loss. And I believe that's a good idea, because we can get to keep our gains, and we can always ride the trend till it lasts. So that is why I felt that it's better to trail my stop loss, other than trying to catch a small portion of the trend. And if it's hits my stop loss, and then I'm completely fine, because I have got this. I am not going out of the market without any money, without making any money. I made some money, and only after that I'm trading the stop loss now. So let's see what happens in the trades that I have taken. I'll be updating you guys about the trades that I have taken. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching the video. Bye. See you.